Hi, good evening, everyone. Hello. Please feel free to open your cam. Good evening. Hello. Please feel free to open your mic. Then, sige. Ay, sige. Hi, good evening, everyone. Can we, sa names natin, can we put where your name, I'll rename mine, your first name, and then what city you're coming from? Like for me, I'm from Davao City. So good evening. Meron bang mga taga Davao dito? Taga Mindanao? Hello. Ay, hello Raymond.
Hi, ma'am. Mayang gabi isip mo, ha?
Ayong gabi. Actually, si Crystal Bisaya din, but she's based in Manila.
Okay. Good to know, good to know.
Um,
Good evening din, Ma'am Crystal.
Good evening. Hello, everyone.
It's so nice to see so many Filipinos joining the no-code space or interested sa no-code space. Dami natin. Sige. So siguro I'll just do a quick introduction. I'm Hannah, taga Davao, but my company is CompLab. We are a no-code agency based in the Philippines, and we work with Adalo. So we are friends with yan sila Crystal, since she also works with several no-code tools. So welcome to our Glide Launch and Workshop Challenge by NoCode PH. So siguro we can wait a few more minutes since people are still joining us. So if you are just joining us now, next to your name, can you put what city you're coming from? So it's nice we have people from QC, Parañaque, Bulacan, from Cebu, from Taguig, from Makati. Okay. So while waiting, is it okay if I call out some people to introduce themselves? Sige, Raymond, okay lang. Can you introduce yourself? And then, I know, how do you know, are you using no code or is this your first time? Sige.
Hello, good evening, everyone. I'm Raymond Tejano. It's my first time to hear no code actually when I attended the Philippine Startup Week last month. So I was happy to see because I'm quite interested on this aspect. I'm actually a government employee. Previously, I was a programmer, and I'm now a development planner for 15 years. So I would like to get back to the IT skills that I'm quietly rusty already in my programming skills. So I would like to know more of this aspect on the no code. I'm quite interested to have a startup project soon. So hopefully I could get to learn from this no code sort of learning experience. So that's it. And then good evening, everybody.
Thank you, Raymond. Nice to meet you. Can I call on si Erica Lozano from Mandaue City?
Hello, good evening. Can you
Hi.
hear me?
Yes,
Um,
clear.
Thank you. I'm from Mandawi City, Cebu, a third year student, Bachelor of Science in Chemical Engineering. And I knew about No Code Challenge in my Facebook since I was also following in the Philippine Startup Week. And yes, I've got interested more on of the startups because we also have that in our school, but it's not really that kind of accelerated. But we have subjects about that. So I got interested in the startup as such like these startup opportunities. I mean. So that's all. Thank you and hope to work with you. Thank you.
Nice. Can I ask, sorry, what school you're studying
Ay,
in?
University of San Carlos.
Ay, nice. Okay, thank you. Sige, one more. Si Kim from Calamba City.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, clear.
Hi everyone. My name is Kim from Calamba City, and actually, I've just found a no code in FB when I'm just scrolling, so I just get intrigued on how no code works, because I've been a bootcamp student of Zuri, so I'm just interested on how it works. That's
Okay, thank you. Sige. So before we start, we just have a very, very quick game. And so it's just, ano, my prize siya. So I encourage you to unmute your mic. And Crystal, can you help me identify kung sino sumigaw ng answer? Thank you. Tapos, ang prize natin is No Code na t-shirt from Crystal. Can you show us the very lovely No Code PH na t-shirt? Yes. Sige. Okay, are you guys ready? Mag-share screen muna ako. Ay, sorry, I'm speaking Taglish ha. Let me know if anyone hears just English. Maybe we have a foreigner living in the Philippines. I'm sorry. I'll share screen. Okay, can everyone see my screen? Are we clear? Okay, so welcome to No Code Trivia. And there will be 5 questions and there will be one tiebreaker if it's needed. So anyone that can answer at least 2 out of the 3 questions will win a prize. So please feel free to unmute your mic or to in the chat, answer in the chat box. Okay, so question number 1. What does MVP stand for? This is in no code ha, na context.
Minimum
Valuable.
viable product.
Nice. Sino yung sumagot na
Sylvia, I
babae?
think. Sylvia.
Okay, nice. 1 point for you. Okay,
Yay.
question
And
number 2.
We also have 2 from sa chat.
Sige. All right. Question number 2. Name 3 no-code platforms.
Glide.
Ang ang bilis mag-type ah. Si Jean. Nice. Very nice. Okay, number 3. Fill in the blank. Glide's mission is to create 1 billion new software developers by what year? Nice. Someone's doing their research. Good job, Ray. Sige. Okay. Question number 4. What are 3 no-code projects you can create with any tool? any type of project. I'll give one example, a fitness app. So what are 3 ideas you can create? Galing. Okay, Ray and Florida. Nice. And Jean. Very nice. Sige. And last question. What are Glide's 3 main products? May time pa kayo mag-search sa website nila. Sige, go, 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 guys. I hear aggressive typing. Sige, go. Nice. Thank you, Ronald. Sige, we will be announcing the winner later. But my 2 winners na for tonight. Sige, thanks guys for participating. Okay, so thank you. Okay, so it's very exciting. We have quite a lot of participants tonight. So for those that are new and just joining us, can you please add what city you're from next to your name so we can just see where you are coming from here in the Philippines? Sige. So I guess we will move forward now with our main event for tonight, which is our Glide presentation. So without further delay, so I know you guys know now who Crystal is. She is a no-code expert and the head of Nocode Philippines. And maybe some of you recognize her from Philippine Startup Week, and maybe some of you guys know her in several social media places. So tonight she will be showing us how to get started with Glide. Are you ready na, Crystal? Okay.
Hi everyone, good evening. Thank you so much for attending tonight. And my hope talaga is that we all learn Glide and that for the challenge that especially the challenge participants will be able to learn Glide effectively and so that they can make apps. And for everyone, for anyone who's not part of the challenge, you're still very much welcome to learn Glide. And so if you have any questions, please do not hesitate to ask them in the chat, and I'll be sure to answer them throughout this workshop. So can I see maybe like I'm just gonna make a short poll no sa chat. Who here has already tried out Glide? Para lang survey, just so I know like where you are at Glide. So can you please answer yes if you have tried out Glide, and no if this is your first time with Glide, para I know like where you are. Okay, so some yeses, some no's. This is your first time. No. Okay, it seems like there are more no's than yes. Okay, so this is your first time. For a lot of you pala, it seems like most of you first time yung Glide. So tonight I'll teach lang an overview kasi I don't want to like take such a long time, but we're just gonna have an overview on what Glide is and how we can make apps using Glide. So thank you for your answers, by the way. Okay, so I'm just gonna share my screen. And so this is the Glide website, glideapps.com, if you don't know yet. And with Glide, you can create apps without code. So you can also create websites, but tonight we're gonna focus on the app version. And this is a very powerful but simple and easy to use tool to create apps with absolutely no code. So you don't need to know any coding languages, any frameworks, nada. All you have to do is click, point and click a few times. And so this is the website. I'll put it in the chat in case you don't know yet the how do I say this, the link. Okay. To Glide apps. Okay. So let's this is really like an overview lang, but I'll walk you through every single step, including creating an account. So I think everyone here can sign up. So basically you can sign up using your Google account. So I'm gonna use my krista@nocode.ph account and then allow. So very straightforward. So we're gonna create an account. Then this is the dashboard. So you have here a list of the apps that you have done. So for now, since it's a new account, we don't have any apps. Then we have here like pro apps for work, but you need to pay for that. We're just gonna stick to the free version because with the free version, you can actually already do a lot. Then start from a classic template. You can also try this. So para you can start with like para meron ka ng template and you just tweak it. But tonight we're gonna start from absolutely scratch. So before that, I'm gonna create a new Google Sheet. Okay, why? Because for Glide, and this is something that that is something you need to learn with Glide, is that you need data for Glide to work. And the data always comes from a spreadsheet. It's either Google Sheets or Glide tables. So for example, we create a new project. We'll choose mobile app. And then we'll just a random app name, then primarily on phone, right? Because we're gonna create. So this is what I was talking about. So when you create a new app, you always have a data source. So you can use Google Sheets. Yung Glide tables, it's the built-in parang spreadsheet ng Glide. And if you've heard of Airtable, which is a very powerful spreadsheet, you can use Airtable also, but it's still coming soon. So before we go there, let's first set up our Google Sheet. So I'm gonna create basically an employee directory, okay? And I'm gonna name each column. For example, this is gonna be, the first sheet is gonna be the list of employees. And I'm gonna name each column certain properties of every employee. So for example, name, then for example, title, then for example, phone number, email, okay? So this data will be the one to power our Glide app. So for example, I'm gonna put here, for example, Frodo Baggins, ring bearer, for example, that in frodo@baggins.com. For example, that data will be used in our Glide sheet. So for example, I'm gonna try this Google Sheets, continue. Then we just basically linked it to this one, right? We named it employee directory. This is employee directory. So we're gonna link it to employee directory, and that is gonna be the source of our project. So yeah, so let's just go through this quickly. Manage your data. The data editor powers your app with sheet data and special columns. So you can organize the sheet. Then you can with using this button, the one in the middle, you can edit layouts and features. Choose layouts, add components, and add features to screens. Then you can customize your app's look. Pick themes, colors, icons, and edit other settings. So we'll go through all of these much in detail later. Then you can share your app, publish your app, send it to your phone, and share it with users. So we're gonna share it later. So you are offline. Why am I offline? This is gonna be our app. So let's go first with the data editor. So this is the data editor. And as of now, we don't have anything. We have to click here in the lower left. This is our data source, right? We chose this as our data source. So we're gonna sync it to the app. And I'm gonna click anyone. Okay, I'm not sure why it says you are offline. Does anyone know why it says you are offline? Because I should want. Okay, there. So it says so we can see there in the data editor the same info that we have in our employee directory, right? Frodo Baggins, ring bearer, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, Frodo@baggins.com. Is what the data source, the one from Google Sheets, is the data powering our app. So this is this data editor is where you can find basically your Google, it basically syncs to your Google Sheets, but you can also add columns to it that won't be found in your Google Sheet, but only in Glide. But we'll do that later. And then this is the layout tab. So this is basically the preview of what your app looks like. So we have one tab right now, which is employees, and you can edit what is in the screen, right? So the tab section is like, what are the tabs? So we can add tabs later. But for now, let's focus on this. So ring bearer Frodo Baggins. Why is that ring bearer Frodo Baggins? Because here, if you look at here in the right side, so the title is set to title. So we can actually switch that. So we can switch it na ang title niya is name and ang details niya is title. So Frodo Baggins, ring bearer, phone number, then email. So if you look at our Google Sheet, that's also the data that you can preview in the app. Kasi nga ang data source, what the data that the Glide app is using is from that Google Sheet. So if we change it, for example lang, Samwise Gamgee. I don't know, I forgot. I think he was the gardener of Frodo and Frodo. So if we sync that here, it's gonna change to, if we sync that here in the lower left, if you click that, it's gonna change to Samwise Gamgee gardener. And if you click it here, it will also show Samwise Gamgee gardener. Kasi nga, yun yung source ng data natin. And if we add more, for example lang ha, and for example, if we add more, we have to sync this. And you can see na dalawa na sila, right? And here, it still shows the screen source employees. Okay, sorry, kasi naka-detail siya, kaya isa lang. Pero you can choose, so kunyari, for this screen, what kind of style do you want? So isa-isahin natin, no? Label, employees. This is what it is. So kunyari sabihin natin Lord of the Rings characters. Kasi they are Lord of the Rings characters. Papalit din yan, right? Pero balik tayo sa employees kasi magiging employees yung gagawin natin. Then the source is the employees sheet in our employee director Google Sheet. Tapos, ngayon hindi nyo pa makikita yung tab icon, pero mamaya, once we have more tabs, pwede nating palitan. So, gawin nating madali lang maghanap ng icon, person. So, gusto ko smiley, for example. Tapos, we're gonna make it not details, but list. So, now we see the two quote-unquote employees or Lord of the Rings characters that we put in here. And that is also synced here. So if you can see here, Samwise Gamgee, if you click on it, you will see that his number, and hindi ko na change yung email niya, but that is his email according to the Google Sheets. And then for example, for Gandalf the Grey, nandito. Tapos, we can also customize it. So for example, edit list ha. I'm gonna edit this list. So that title, gaya nung kanina kasi baliktad dapat eh. Dapat gusto ko mauna yung name. Gusto ko yung title niya, pangalawa lang. Okay? So, pwedeng ganon. Tapos, pwede kang mag-image. Ang ginamit ng Glide automatically is email. Pero kasi yung email yan, hindi yan image. So later we'll learn how to add images. So, ito, gagawin ko munang wala. Kasi wala pa tayong picture, no? Pero later, we're gonna add pictures. So you can change any layout. So for example, tiles. So kung gusto mo ganyan, calendar, although wala tayong date, so hindi magpapakita. Mamaya makikita niyo yung map, checklist, cards. So maraming options. Pero for now, since it's very straightforward, we'll stick to list. Tapos, action. So data is what is the data that is being shown in this list. And then you can customize the title, details, caption, and image. And then action is what will happen when you click on an item. So for example, Samwise Gamgee, if you click on it, it will, as said here, show detail screen for this item. So as you can see, if you click Samwise Gamgee, it's gonna show gardener, Samwise Gamgee, phone number, and email. And this is something you can also customize here to the left. So you can, here you can again switch them up. So name, tapos ito na lang yung title. So nauna na yung Samwise Gamgee, tapos gardener. Tapos design, wala pa tayong image, no? So mamaya na yan. And then action text, if you want it na you can call straight from this app, you can click add action, tapos dial phone number. And so parang when this is clicked, so parang when we put on dial phone number, nadagdag to, pansin nyo, yung icon. So when that is clicked, it will dial phone number. And what is the phone number? It's definitely not email, right? It's phone number. So pag binuksan nyo to later when we publish this app, pag binuksan ito sa cellphone, sa iPhone or Android, it will call this number. But of course, it's not gonna be able to call that number because it's not a real number. Pero for example, what about email? Email, frodo@baggins.com, automatic, napansin, so we're now in email, no? So here sa left, tapos email, napansin ni Glide na email siya. So it will send an email when you click this icon. So ano yung action? It's gonna be compose email. So it will when you click this, it will compose email sent to the email that was sent to the email na sinet natin. So it will send email to frodo@baggens.com. So yun yung pinaka-basic na list natin for Glide, no? Pero let's try something else kasi this is like just a general overview, no? What about if we have an actual employee directory? So sorry. So we have, what if we have, I'm gonna change this whole sorry, kulang. I'm gonna change this whole sheet into a different sheet. So for example, no, meron na tayong just as an example, meron na tayong data na given na hindi, so kasi it's gonna take a long time if isa-isahin natin sila input. So I already used an existing employee directory data para mas mabilis. And then we have another sheet which is locations, or like maybe it's better to think of it as offices, no? Kung saan yung office na nandoon yung employee. So let's add another sheet. Let's rename it to locations. Then ito. So now we have two sheets, right? We have an employee sheet where there's name, title, the number, their email, a photo, and location, and then the locations themselves, more info about the locations. For example, Marie Rao, ang location niya Alcott Road, and ang address ito, at ito yung image. So let's go naman to image. Yung image, kailangan publicly accessible link. What do I mean by publicly accessible link? Kasi you can store a photo in the internet na hindi public. So dapat hindi pwedeng private. Dapat naka-public siya. And if you click on this, for example, this is the link to her picture. So you need this link, if the one I'm highlighting right now, you need to use that here. You can also upload sa Glide. Pero kasi yun nga, we don't have that much time. So lahat na lang, assume yun na lang, lahat ng URL na to is galing, assume na lang meron ng data of the photo, the data ng URLs of the different photos of this different employees. So let's go back, no, to our data. So ito hindi pa nagsisync. So this is something that you will need to do when using a Glide app, which is you need to refresh it. So depending sa plan mo, I think sa plan meron atang plans na automatic na mag-a-update siya. Pero pag free version, ang alam ko, you need to refresh it. So yes. So yan. So nakita niya na meron tayong bagong column, no? Which is yung location. So we want to automatically add new components for them. So yes. So as you can see, ito na yung employee natin din na directory galing sa Google Sheets. So si Marie Rao, CEO, number, Marie at Glide Apps, then her photo automatically nakuha ni Glide. Kasi may URL, itong URL na to leads to a photo, and Glide was able to get that photo. And automatic niyang nakita na parang oo nga photo to. So papakita yung photo. Then location. So if you look at tables here, dalawa na yung table natin, employees and locations. Right? And same for locations, my name, my address, and my image nung location. Now, if you look at layout, makikita mo na rin na the list that we have in this sheet, that is also from this sheet, nandito na. So si Marie Rao, si Tamsin Woodward, si Sarah Simon, nandito na sila lahat. So what we need to do is customize it. So for example, no, I want this employees tab to look like a cards. Okay, for example lang. Tapos, what do I want to be the image? Malamang hindi yung email, right? I'm gonna choose yung data. So image, what is the source or the source column, the data source column for image? Malamang yung photo column natin from Google Sheets. So nakita mo na, nandiyan na si Marie Rao. As I'm just gonna change this maybe to square, yung image shape. So diba, image is a URL, image shape is square. So makita mo na yung picture niya. Tapos you can further customize this. So for example, napansin mo, twice napakita yung Marie Rao CEO. So ako, gusto ko, ano ba mas maganda? Mauna ba yung title? Sige, title, Marie Rao. Tapos yung details, para madali makita ano yung office niya, location ilalagay ko. So as you can see, as you edit it here at the right, real time napapalit. So CEO Marie Rao, Alcott Road, then si Tamsin Woodward, Head of Logistics, Smithsville Avenue, etc., etc. Tapos we can further customize this employee directory, no? So for example, yung size, pwedeng half size. So naging dalawa. So parang I feel like this is better looking than what we did kanina kasi masyadong malaki yung picture kanina. Tapos pwede tayong naka-round na. Tapos, kung gusto natin palakihin yung text, okay, mas maganda for me kasi mas malaki para sa mga gaya ko na nearsighted makikita. Or baka mas maganda maliit. Hindi, mas gusto ko large kasi yung mata ko, ano. Pero depende na yan sa inyo, no? And depende rin yan sa use case ng app nyo kung ano yung gagamitin. Pero basically, ako ginamit ko lang yung large. Pero what I wanted to show you is, pwede nyong palitan, right? Pwedeng palitan yung mga things like that. So pwede kung gusto nyo, ganyan yung may outline. So ngayon kasi 'di ba parang nagfo-flow siya, so parang outline. So merong mga ganyang si Glide na you can customize it. Kung ayaw nyo ng square, kunyari for 3, gumanon, lumiit yung photo. Pero ako mas gusto ko square, so isi-square ko ha. Tapos, meron ding iba pang options dyan. For example, gusto mo, i-limit lang na dalawa lang. For example, dalawa lang. So, dalawa lang mapapakita niya. So, you can do all these things, no? To customize it. So, as you can see, yung action niya is show detailed screen for this item. So when you click on CEO Marie Rao, napapakita yung detailed screen. Marie Rao, CEO, phone number, email, and location. So wala yung photo niya, no? So nandito yan. Nandito yung title, action text, email, action. So yan yung components that make up this detailed screen. And we can add a component. So maraming klaseng component, no? So we don't have the time, or in the interest of time, we won't be able to go through each one of them. Pero for image, so gusto ko may image para mapakita yung picture. And yun, automatically, nakuha ni Glide na yun yung gusto kong image. Kasi meron tayong photo na column, automatically nalaman ni Glide. Pero not always to hindi automatic na malalaman ni Glide. Pero very smart naman si Glide na alam niya. Pero you can change this. So kunwari if I change this to name, malamang walang magpapakita na picture. Why? Kasi ang data source niya is name. Kung title, hindi din. Pero pag photo, which is the URL of the photo, mapapakita yung picture ni mariraw. So yung image height, pwede again paliitin, 1-on-1. So ito na lang, square na lang. Tapos marami ka pang pwedeng gawin no na to edit how it looks like. Pero as you can see, this is mariraw. If we go to, for example lang Christina. Si Christina Wallace, ang title niya videography, phone number. So yan yung picture niya. So whatever change, hindi naman always, pwede rin na hindi, pero whatever change we make in this screen, for example, will be the same for all screens. So kunwari dito kunwari dito sa left and right, uunahin ko kunwari lang yung email bago yung number. So kung mapapansin mo, nauna na yung email, nauna yung number kay Alan. If I change it here for Ryan Holbert, for example, nauna na rin yung email, phone number. So basically, yung layout niya is similar for all items in this list. Okay? So as you can see, yun na yung yun na yung employees natin, no? We already have what the data that we have, which is title, number, email, photo. And we will also have locations. So what about having a new tab? No? So kung may new, what about our location sheet? So label natin, gagawin natin locations. Tapos yung source niya, hindi na employees. Kasi paulit-ulit na locations na naman tayo. And if you notice, sa baba, yung employees may tab. Diba we set it to a smiley earlier? Tapos yung locations nandito, sa baba may tab. And we can change that icon. So for example, map or maybe office. Let's see, office. Okay, it's paid. So work na lang, work. Ay, magandang icon. Location kaya. Location. So for example, ito na lang na icon. Doesn't matter anyway. So since yung tab na ito, so you can see now, these are the tabs, employees and locations that we have set here in the upper left. Tapos, here, we can see na sinet natin yung data source as locations. So, ang source ng list na pinapakita for this tab is locations. And as you can see here in the data tab, ito nga yung locations natin, Alcott Road, Smithsville Avenue, and the corner office. So, if we go here, Alcott Road, Smithsville Avenue, and the corner office, plus the address and the picture. And gaya kanina, pwede yung gawin kunyari lang tiles. Gusto ko kunwari tiles. Parang mas maganda yan. And as usual, we can customize this. So pwede na, for example, gawing square yung photo. Parang masyadong malaki. 3-1. Tapos, pwede, kung gusto mo lang, unahin yung address bago yung name. Pero I guess it doesn't make sense, no? So, unahin natin yung name, tapos address. Tapos, again, yung image, automatically napansin ni Gilde na yung image. So, yung image niyan, kinuha niya from the image. And like the photo of the employees, these locations are photo URLs, no? And again, you can upload different photos. Tapos yung action niya, show detail screen for this item. So kunyari, pindutin ko yung Alcott Road, it's gonna show the detail screen. So since wala tayong masyadong info, ang pinapakita niya lang name, address, and a bigger picture. Yun na yung employee and location natin in the Gilde app. And if you can see, pwede yung search, kunwari ayaw natin na search, may search tab, pwede nating tanggalin. So, if these are the tabs, itong menu, ito yung hamburger menu. Tapos itong screen, ito yung components, no? So, kung gusto mo tanggalin yung search, pwede mong i-invisible. Pero ilagay lang natin siya kasi para madali ma-search yung directory natin. Tapos, so that's for the data here at sa taas. That's for the data editor, the layout, and now for the settings. So yung settings, maraming kang pwedeng gawin. Even with a free, even with like a free version, maraming pwedeng gawin. So, anong klaseng gusto mong theme? Kunwari, dark, light, or anong gusto mong accent color? So, ako, let's say green. So, if you can see, na-change na yung accent color niya to green. Or maybe yellow. And as you can see, yung preview ng app natin, yellow na siya. And blue, ganon. So, marami nang pwede. Then you can, there's also a lot of other things that you need to, that you can do. But with the interest of time, we will focus on this one, privacy. Kasi right now, naka-private sign-in siya. My team members only. So if you look at this app, only my team members can view. So, sino ba yung team mo? Ako lang right now. Wala, if you look here at the upper left, no collaborators. So, ako lang makaka-limit, ako lang makaka-access. So, let's try public with email or public na lang para mabilis. So, kasi public with email, you need to sign in order to view your app. Pero yung public, basically anyone can view it. So, if you click publish here, so it allows you to publish the app, right? And so your app is public. So this is now what is the link to our app, the one that we made. So pwede mo tong palitan, no? And I'll share this link sa sa chat. And if you view it here, for example, that is now our app. So preview lang siya ng app natin, no? And as you can see, this is the app that we made. Pwede din i-customize itong app icon, app type, app name, and details. Here sa settings. Here yung yung app info. Pwede din yung sign-in screen, ganon. Pero since we set it to public, no, hindi na kailangan mag-sign in. Ma-view ng anyone yung employee directory na ginawa natin. Okay, so I guess for like for other people, maybe that was too much to take in. Do you guys want to take a break? And ask me, ask any questions. Okay, hi Crystal. Yes, you can build survey validation and a membership site using Glide. You just need maybe, I'm not sure kung kaya ba ng kasi hindi ko lang sure kung kaya ng free plan. Kasi, 500 rows of data lang ata yung 500, ayun, 500 data rows lang. So I'm assuming for like a membership site, it would need more data rows. So you probably need like a pro app plan, which is actually yung price ng challenge. Will this tool be hardware intensive? I'm not very sure actually. Pero I don't think it will be. Like right now I'm using Chrome and parang medyo resource heavy naman ng Chrome and relatively okay naman, I guess. So I'm not sure, Aaron, sorry. But I feel like kaya naman. If you want, what you can do kasi is, you can test it. May free tier naman, may free version naman. And you don't need to pay for anything. So just test kung kaya ng laptop yung ano. And it should sync every few minutes or every few seconds siguro para you won't lose your progress. Hi, is it possible to submit more than one entry or app for this event? Yes, Clarence. But we will only, kasi we don't have time na to go through every single project. So we will only consider the last submission. So kung ano yung pinaka-last na sinubmit mo for the challenge, yun yung that is what we will consider as the final submission. So if in case in the middle of the challenge you change your mind regarding what app you want to submit, you can do that. If I have a Figma file with my design, possible to create in Glide? It depends. So as you can see, it's as you can see here, medyo here in the layout, sorry. Kunyari, style niya, pwede list, styles, calendar, map, checklist, card, swipe, details. So you have to be very knowledgeable with how the Glide components work. Pero yeah, I mean, ideally or like theoretically, you should be able to recreate a Figma file using the components. Ano po difference niya in Figma? Figma is a design tool. Glide is a development tool. So Figma, you design the app, and then Glide is for making the app. So as you can see here, if you look at the link that I gave you, it is now a full-fledged app, no? Like for example, this is something that Glide can do, which is send an email, for example. So if you see from in my screen, nag-open siya ng nag-compose siya ng email. So the difference is, this is an actual app that if you check in your phone or in your laptop, you can actually use. Hi, Crystal. Is the great tool for building an MVP? Yes. So Nocode in general is great for MVPs. How can I make I want to create or add new employee directly from the apps, tapos save sa G Sheet? Yes. So if we have time, we'll try to do that later. You can create or add new employee directly from the app. So we'll try to do that later if we have time. How to make an example in, let's say, employees would like to register to employees directly? Yes. So like Renilda and RJ said, it's possible to do that in Glide, to add and delete employees. But we don't have, we'll try to have time, no? So kunyari, tingnan mo dito, so naka-general tayo ngayon, kung titingnan mo yung add form, allow users to add items. So if you click that, users will be able to add items. So we'll try to cover that later if we have time. Then how to join po sa challenge? I'm not sure if you were able to register, pero registration deadline was 7 p.m. yesterday. So medyo I'll have to check kung naka-register ka. So I don't know kasi kung papayag yung ibang participants na may new kasi may deadline was 7 p.m. yesterday. Sorry. So how can you use form para how you can use form? Yeah, so thank you, Ray, for answering. Then thank you also, John Michael, for giving your advice na posible naman that laptop can do Glide. Posible update, yes. Hi Ariane, yes. Pwede ang Glide for e-commerce. So if you can see here, merong shopping cart na na option. So in the interest of time, again, we won't be able to have an e-commerce function, but you should be able to create an e-commerce store. Ayan. So sabi rin ni Ray. So Mads, what is the difference with Adalo? Glide is ang data source niya is always Google Sheets or Glide tables, and in the future, as I mentioned earlier, Airtable. Adalo is hindi spreadsheet yung data source niya, but rather more of like a database. And I think like in terms of like functionality, mas easy to use ang Glide. Ang difference is Adalo is more flexible and more customizable. Another difference is with Glide kasi you can't publish to the App Store or the Play Store, but with Adalo you can. So ang output ng Glide is a PWA, but not a native mobile app. So yeah. Thank you, Aaron, for the question. Yes, you can download the app. Tawag yun add to home screen. So parang you can add to home screen the Glide app using your phone. So if you open it in Chrome in Android or in Safari in iPhone, pagbukas mo ng link na pinadala ko, you can try it right now. It will ask you to add to home screen. Custom splash screen like an introductory logo. I'm actually not familiar. Ito yata, sign-in screen. So greeting. No, this is sign-in screen eh. Splash screen, parang wala. Unless anyone knows. Ang alam ko, sign-in screen ang pwedeng so kunyari ito, hello, instead of welcome, right? Pero sign-in screen yan. So, okay. Thank you, Carl. It's for paid version na. Okay. Okay, thank you, Carl, for answering. Are there possible ways to secure or approve first the new additions of the users if ever na mag-add po from the app? Yes. So what you can do is have an admin user role. But again, that is, if you check here, it's role-based security, no? That's already for the private app pricing. I don't think it's possible for free, no? Na may user role. Pero it's possible na, for example, mag-submit, tapos i-pending mo muna, i-set mo muna na pending yung submission, and then the admin can approve it. So, yun nga lang. Unfortunately, sa free, I don't think it's possible. My other tutorials. Yes. So, so this is a good resource, yung official Glide apps documentation. Can you do checkout in free version? I'm actually not sure. I think you can. If anyone knows, okay, you need Stripe. I think like someone also asked me about that, and parang nakahanap ako ng PayPal. I'm not sure if it's in the Telegram group for challenge participants, pero parang nakahanap ako ng PayPal. A way na to check out using PayPal ba yun? But I'm not sure, you know, pero kung Stripe lang yung meron silang plug-in, unfortunately, Stripe is not yet available in the Philippines. So, yeah. Pero ideally, kung may Stripe na sa Philippines, you can, I guess, if pwede siya sa free version. Okay. So, thank you all for your questions. Keep them coming. I'll try my best to answer them, even if I might not be able to answer them. It's good kasi others can probably ask, can help answer, no? Yeah, Paymongo. Is there some sort of settings tab that we can put on the app? Larger text. Okay, I'm not familiar. Sorry. I don't think Glide meron ng ganon. Pero we'll see. I'm not familiar kung pwede nilang palakihin yung text sa Glide. I don't think so. Maybe. but I'm not sure actually. So I'll get back to you, Aaron. I'll search later. Can this finished Glide app be published? Yeah, like I mentioned earlier, Glide is ang output niya is PWA. So you can't publish it to native to App Store or Play Store. Best use case as a further demo, directory app. If you like, dito ka sa templates. So maraming, if you browse the templates, marami kang pwedeng gamitin. And if you play around with the templates, you will see na maraming use case ang Glide, no? Right now, ito yung ginagawa natin actually, yung employee directory. Okay, thank you for your questions. I'll try to answer them again later. Animations. Check natin kung may component. There should be. Wala. Or maybe Lottie. Wala. Walang Lottie, no? I'm not sure din kung ano yung image nila eh. Baka pwede GIF, I guess. Baka pwede naman GIF. I'm not sure, actually. I'll also get back to you on that. Pwede ka na-queue up sa calendar ng phone, like if kailangan ng reminder or notification for users. I haven't tried that, pero kung may API, hindi rin eh, kasi mahirap yung API gamitin sa Glide. Let's see. Kung meron bang, yun, tama si Ray. Pwede with Zapier. So, likely pwede with Zapier. So, if you look at the settings here, my integrations, but you have to pay, hindi, ito pala. Copy. Free apps limited to 100 Zapier runs using per month. So, if you guys are familiar with Zapier, pwede siya. I-connect nyo lang. Pero let's try to have time for that later, no? Pero this Zapier should be able to, how can we, if we upload, should we upload the files in our Google Drive? Sorry, everyone pala dapat, no? Sige, I guess sariling ano mo na lang yan, sariling like, tawag nito, sariling what you want to do. So kung gusto mo na isa-isahin sa Google Drive, pwede. Pero kunyari ito gusto mong palitan, pwede kang mag-upload isa-isa. Pwede rin gumamit ng stock image. So you just click photo, tapos itong edit icon. Tapos, yeah, so pwede kang mag-upload on your own. So for example, kunyari itong picture na to, no? Kunyari lang. And then, what it will do is it will upload the photo and it will change the, okay, sorry, ang bagal. Maybe we should change to, ayun. Yan na yung photo ko. Pero let's try siguro, random girl, for example. Pwede rin stock photo. So, kunwari, ito si ate girl. Ito yung magiging photo. So, it's up to you. Pero pwede rin Google Drive, as Ray mentioned. Okay, guys. So, let's try to continue. No? Tapusin na lang natin ito. Konti na lang. And then, I'll take more of your questions later. So, let's go back na no, to our Glide app, which is, kung napansin nyo dito sa employee directory natin, no? So we have the name, the title, the number, the email, the photo, and a location. And if you notice, yung location natin is nandito sa location sheet. And yung location, may address and photo, as I mentioned earlier. What if, diba, kunwari sa app natin, kunwari lang sa employees, kunyari itong Alcott Road. Kunyari titingnan ko si Marie Rao. Gusto kong makita, gusto kong pindutin tong Alcott Road para tingnan yung Alcott Road. Pero ngayon, hindi mo makikita. Sabi ko, kunyari, saan nga ulit yung Alcott Road? Ano nga yung address yun? Ano nga yung picture yun? Ano nga yung preview yun? Hindi mo makiklik. Kasi, hindi alam nung data source natin na ano yung address ng Alcott Road. Ang alam niya lang is this one. Alam niya lang na ang pangalan ng location ay Alcott Road, pero walang nagli-link from this source, from this sheet na Alcott Road to the locations here na tab. So, there's no way for the app to know that, for example, Smithville Avenue is actually in 3601 Leon Street, San Francisco. But we can do that inside Glide. So, for example, what we can do is add a column. So this, when we add a special column in Glide, for example, relation column, which is what we're gonna do, it's not gonna sync back to our original Google Sheets. Kasi it's a special Glide column eh. It's not a column that is that Google Sheet knows. So for example, so for this column, what we're gonna put is location relation. Para sa atin lang yan. Kasi for us to know na it's a relation column. Now, what is a relation column? Precisely what we need, which is for this location to be linked to this information. So for example, lahat ng the corner office, for example, lahat ng the corner office, so 4 sila, no, will be linked to the corner office. So para malaman ng app natin na ano yung address and image ng the corner office, right? So ang label natin is location relation. Ang column type natin is relation. So marami pang iba. Again, in the interest of time, we won't be able to go through all of them. But as a general overview, let's try this relation lang. So relate to items where the value in location. So lahat ng location na ma-match yung value ng location name. Gets ba? Balikan natin parang nawala siya. So ulitin natin so label, location, relation, para lang sa atin yan. Para lang malaman lang natin na it is the location relation. So relate to items where the value in this column na location. So hindi malamang we're not gonna use the name of the employee or the title or the number, the email, the photo. What we're gonna use is the location, right? That matches the value in we're not gonna relate it to an existing column in the employees, but we're gonna link it to locations, and we're not gonna link it to address or image kasi ililink natin siya sa name, right? And then we click done, and as you can see, may relation na nga. So like yung ano na yan, yung parang what do you call that, like yung outline tab na yan, or chip ba yung tawag dyan, means that, for example, Marirao or Tamsin Woodward, may relation na siya sa Smithville Avenue. And from this row, we can get the data for Smithville Avenue, which is Leon Street, 3601 Leon Street. So if we go to our app, for example, and we go to employees, and for example, Marirao, Alcott Road, no? We can, so if you see here, diba, location, data, the data for this is the location. The title is the location, and wala tayong icon, but we can add an action, which is show detail screen. And what is the title? The title is the location, and the data is the location relation. So backtrack tayo, no? So ang action for this action text, diba, location, it's an action text. It's a component, that means it's a text that you can click and something will happen. So this action, show detailed screen location relation. So the action is you show the detailed screen of the location. The title is the location and the data is the location relation. Tapos we'll change the icon, ito na lang, to pin. Okay? So pag pindutin mo yan, it now leads to that. Kanina wala yan. Kasi kung wala kang location relation, hindi alam ng data source ano yung Alcott Road. Without the location relation, hindi alam ng Glide na Alcott Road is in 600 Guerrero Street, San Francisco. So you need this column that we added, the location relation, para ma-link again yung employees at yung location na nasaan sila. Gets ba so far? Or did I explain it well ba? Na so yung location relation, nililink yung location. So for example, no, if you look at our data source, for example, si Derek Juston, Smithville Avenue. So pag titingnan mo si Derek Juston ngayon, sana si Derek. Ito, si Derek, Smithville Avenue. And then if you click his Smithville Avenue din yung pinapakita na location. Kasi nga, there's already a relation that links both the employee and the location data. Now, paano naman kung baliktad? So, kunwari itong location, no? Paano naman itong location? Gusto kong makita sa Alcott Road, sino ba yung employees na nasa Alcott Road? Right? Kasi tayo right now, yung employee dito, so right now, baliktad. We can see si Janet Jones ay Smithville Avenue, pero pag tingnan mo yung Smithville Avenue, you cannot see who else is part of Smithville Avenue. So yung location, hindi mo alam. By the way, naka-tiles to, pero pwede tong i-map pala, by the way, guys. So sorry, hindi ko na kanina, pero pwede na ipakita yung address. So address, name, then details is address. So kunyari, if you click on this here, mapapakita na nandito yung Smithville Avenue. So medyo, kasi ito yung the corner office, ito yung Alcott Road. So pwede rin na list view, pwede rin map view. So I just wanted to show na may mga ganyang component si Glide. So let's stick to that, no? So now, how do we show sino yung employees ng, for example, Smithville Avenue? So right now, yan lang yung nakikita natin. Wala tayong listahan ng employees. How do we know who are the employees in Smithville Avenue? So as you can probably guess, we will need to add another relation column, right? Kasi we need to link the location sheet to the employees, right? Kung kanina we link the employee to the location sheet, ngayon baliktad. We're gonna link the location sheet, we're gonna relate it pala, sorry, it's the better term. We're gonna relate it to the employee sheet. So we're gonna click here, add column. Then we're gonna, pwede naman kahit ano, right? Pero we're gonna use employee relation na lang para madali. And the column type will be relation. And again, yung configuration niya ay the value ng name, so the location name, we match that value in employees location. Gets ba? So, yung name ng location, which is for example Alcott Road, hahanapin niya sa employees na may location na Alcott Road. And we're gonna click match multiple. Why? Kasi there is more than one employee in every location. Right? Kasi tingnan natin kung titingnan mo dito right now, si Marie Rao, si Tamsin lang, tsaka si Alan. So what Gilde will do is find the first person. But if we click on match multiple, kung titingnan mo, nadagdagan siya. Kasi it's gonna find everyone who matches this, na yung name na Alcott Road, Smithville Avenue, the corner office, ay nagmamatch sa location ni employee. So, i-click natin done. And so, we will see here na nandyan na nga sila. So, kung i-compare mo yan, for example, sa employees, no? So, kung titingnan mo sinong nasa the corner office, si Alan, so alalanin nyo si Alan, si Ryan, si Evan, tsaka si Alina. Pag tingnan mo yan dito sa locations list, tama na yung relation, which is si Alan, si Ryan, si Evan, at si Alina. Sila yung nilink ng relation database natin. Kasi nga, yung relation natin, nilink na yung location name ay equal sa location relation. And number 2, minatch multiple natin kasi there are more than one employees in a location. So, pag tingnan mo dito na sa layout, for example, kunyari Smithville Avenue, what we can do is click add a component and we can add, for example, an inline list. What is an inline list? So, an inline list is a list within that detail screen. And if you will see, let's change employees relation to employees who work here. So, yan. So, employees who work here. You will see na automatically na naman nakita ni Gilde na may yung employee relation natin. So, yung title ng list natin is employees who work here. The data source is the employee relation. Tapos, what is the data? The data is the title. So, inuuna niya yung title, no? So, baliktarin natin name. Then, i-details natin yung title. Then, may photo nung employee na yon. And then, ang action niya is show detail screen for this item. So, medyo parang paikot-ikot na siya, no? Kasi kung titingnan mo, dito sa data natin, tama ba na ito sila 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 ay nagwo-work here. So, sa Smithville Avenue, kung titingnan mo sila nga, si Tamsin, si Christina, si Janet, si Derek, si Bobby, at si Melanie. And if you click on their detail screen, pag pipinutin mo yan, makikita mo na Smithville Avenue nga siya. Right? And then pwede mo na namang pindutin yung Smithville Avenue and makikita mo na naman, pwede mo na namang tingnan sino pa ba yung nandito. So Christina Wallace is Smithville Avenue. Right? So pagpuntahan mo naman itong locations tab, and kunyari iba na naman, no? As yung 4 kanina, which is dito, the corner office, makikita mo na naman, nandyan na naman sila 4. So for the corner office, the employees who work here are Alan, Ryan, Evan, and Alina. And if you click on their detail screen, mapapakita rin na the corner office nga sila. So that's how relations work in a, parang overview ng how relations work in Gilde, no? So, pwede mong i-relate yung certain sheets, certain tables to a different table. So, ganun siya, no? Now, since meron pa tayong time, unless you have, pwede ba it will allow research? Yes. So, as I mentioned earlier, itong employee screen, if you click on employee screen, may email yan. So if you click on email, I guess hindi nyo nakikita, no? New share. Binuksan niya ito sa akin. which is si Evan at glideapps.com. So, si Evan nga ba? Oo nga. Si Evan yung, ano natin, yung person natin. And yung email nga niya, yung kung titingnan nyo dito sa new message, ito nga yung in-email niya, si 2evan@glideapps.com. So that is how it works. Pwede ba sa Glide parang quiz funnel? I'm sorry, I don't understand what quiz funnel means. Did you mean like parang question and answer? Parang meron atang template na ganun, no? So I'm not sure. Quiz. Ayun, pwede nga mag-quiz app sa so this is a good way, no, to check kung like is it possible on Glide. Hanap ka ng template. If it exists as a template, malamang right, pwede siya, di ba? Can we still duration po to a certain tab kahit po yung certain tab where the info content is naka-hide po? Theoretically, yes, I guess. Kasi the data exists independent of the layout. In the sense na this is your data, but you can manipulate how it's shown sa layout screen. I think so. So tingnan natin na, kunyari employees, check natin na. Kung locations. So kung locations, yan, the corner office. So nakita pa rin. So naka-hide yung tab as you mentioned na employees tab. Pero nakikita pa rin yung details niya. Kasi hinide mo yung tab. Hinide mo lang yung tab na yun. Pero kung whether or not nakaano yung tab, makikita pa rin yung detail ng employees. So for sensitive data, iba na naman yun na tutorial, no? Kasi parang it's more of like how do you hide certain data from certain people. If meron admiral, we can hide a tab according to, yes. So pwedeng user role, no? And pwede rin, it depends talaga on your app eh. So kung ang gusto mo is visibility options ba yung tinatanong mo, nandito yan sa options. So as you can see, you must have user profiles configured. Pero as I showed you, kahit naka-hide yung employee tab, for example, so kunyari ganyan lang siya, no? Locations lang lahat, nakikita pa rin yung employee data. Kasi that's all public data. Why? Kasi yung settings natin nandito, naka-privacy, naka-public siya. So public yung buong lahat ng data natin. Naka-hide lang yung tab. Course content and booking tool. Did you mean parang LMS ba? Or like course? Parang meron inside ito, online school. Paid nga lang. Nakita ko to kanina eh. Online school na na project. So paid yung template, pero I believe you can study the preview and then make it yourself. Ayun. So, paano naman if, kasi ito yung ni-request, no? Parang dalawa ata yung nagtanong. Paano naman if we want to add an employee? Diba? Kasi parang right now, parang as you mentioned, for this demo, did you use the employee database template? Yes. So, employee directory actually template. Pero as we showed earlier, we made this from scratch. So you can go to this template tab, then for example, this employee directory. So copy app for free. You can just click copy app for free, and it will click the employee directory. So I used the data, but as we saw earlier, what we did was manually make the app from scratch. But you can do this also. Start from a template, then from that template, that's when you customize it to your liking. And for the challenge, by the way, for the participants, there's no problem with that. As long as, syempre, it's a new build in the sense na it's not the same as the template, right? It has to have certain things that you added. Otherwise, it's not gonna add to the table. So let's go back, no? How about adding the employee? Kasi, kunwari, sige, may employee directory na tayo. Tapos, paano kung gusto nating magdagdag ng employee? Kasi, totoo nga naman, hindi siya interactive. Basically, ano lang siya, tig view ka lang ng ng data. So, paano kung ganun, no? So, for cards list, as you can see, you just go to the list, and you can see here, dito tatlo yan, no? So, yung options has to do with certain options like show search bar, pwede mong i-group sila, no? Filter, pwedeng sort by name. So, pwedeng, kunwari, sort by name. So, pwedeng sort by name. So, naging alphabetical siya. Sorry, hindi pa natin nakita kanina. Hindi natin na kanina, no? Pero anyway, doon tayo sa add forms. So, allow users to add forms. Okay? So, pag napansin mo, meron ng, kung papansinin mo, pagtanggalin mo yan, mawawala. Pero pag pindutin mo yung checkbox na yan, mapupunta ka sa cards list. So, add condition, visibility is not a security feature and should not be used to hide private users. Okay. So, ka-add condition, hindi yata pwede ba pag free? Alam ko pwede pag free. Ayun. So, by the way, this is something na I mentioned kanina. If you look at settings, no, what we did was make the how do I say this? Was make the app public, right? So anyone can view all data. So hindi just because naka-hide yung employees na tab does not mean naka-hide yung data na yon. So be very careful with sensitive data. Anyway, let's go back. So I'm not sure. Allow users to add items. So, kunyari, ako si Crystal, pwede bang add? Hindi pa din. Kasi dapat anyone no? Hindi. You can view this app but not make changes. Kanina pa yan So apparently, dahil ba naka-public? Sige, set natin na set natin na privacy, public with email. Okay. Yeah, so yung be careful yung ganyan. Pwedeng group by department. So kunwari ganito. Kunyari yung pinakita natin kanina, option. So, naka-sort by name, tapos group by location. So, kunwari ito, the corner office muna, tapos Midville Avenue. So, pwede ganun. Tapos, ano pa yun? Dependency roles. And yung gated content, as I mentioned, depende yon, kailangan ata ng public, no? Na, kailangan ata ng public na user. Yung public user, paid pala, na version. I'm not sure actually bakit ganun. Bakit tayo hindi maka-add? Set conditions for when adding is added. Does anyone know bakit ba you are offline? You can view this app but not make changes. Baka dahil hindi tayo viewing as Crystal. So if we view as nocode.ph, hindi din. Let's go to settings. Okay, so add form these columns for different field. What I'm trying to do is we're gonna add from this screen. So I'm not sure why. Hindi, no? Only in a details view. Sige nga, let's try that. If we click here, add form, hindi eh. Hindi add tab to. Sorry. I'm not sure why it's not showing na parang di ko maklik kasi we enabled add form, right? So dapat it should allow hide. It's not it's not working. Hindi nag-add form. Ayaw nung add form. I don't know why. Let's try nga with locations. Map list. Add form. Let's try nga to view the project. You are offline. Baka dahil offline ako, but I'm not sure why I'm offline. Kanina pa nga yan, no? Sorry guys, wait lang. If anyone can help, please help. Refresh. Sige, let's try refresh now. Yeah, you are offline. You can view this app but not make changes. Sige, so mag-Google muna ako, no? Why, you are disconnected from your internet. Talaga? Paano ako nakaka-zoom? You are offline. You can view this app. You can view this app. Ito, sige, check natin, no? So you're offline. Works also to open. Okay. So, you are offline, not accurate. Okay, so it seems to be something that is a glide issue, but I'm not sure actually. I'm sorry guys. Sige, let's try no share. Ano yung sabi? Try share first, try mo share, then view. Sige, share. Then view. Ayan, ganun pa rin siya eh. Feeling ko kaya tayo hindi maka-add. Kasi you can view this app but not make changes. Okay, so that's gonna be, I guess, a roadblock for us. We won't be able to do anything. Try in Safari. Sige, let's try. Okay. So this is my personal, my personal account. I'll sign out muna. Let's try using yung ginawa kong account kanina. Okay. So let's try this one. Okay. Ayun, ang galing ah. Sa Safari lang pala, sa Chrome pala yung problema. Ayun, so if you click, sorry. So thank you for, sino ba yun? Yung nag-ano na sa Safari itry. So, medyo nakaano tayo no ng glitch. Pero for example, add, so balik tayo no. Itong cards list, so employee tab, cards list. Tapos yung add form, basically, chinek lang natin to how do I say this? To enable it. So ito, we click on add. You can now add an item. And you can customize this. For example lang gusto mo my name, my title, my number, my email. Kunwari lang, ayaw mo na ipa-add yung title. Gusto mo name, phone number, email lang. Pwede. 'Di ba? So, i-delete mo lang. Pwede rin na magdagdag ka ng isa pang So, for example, ang column natin is location. Kunwari lang. So, pwede na location yung location yung i-ano natin. Pwede rin na picture. So, image picker ata. Yun. So, image picker. So, choose an image. Tapos yung column niya is photo. Tapos, pwede ka rin na mag-require. So, kunyari, always kailangan my name. 'Di ba? Kasi malamang kailangan my name. Tapos ito, always, pero i-optional natin yung title. Tapos yung phone number, email, tsaka yung image, siguro yung title i-require din natin. Tapos siguro yung image picker i-require din natin. So, pagbuksan ito ng someone ng anyone, pwede siyang mag-add. So, ibabalik ko ngayon ibabalik ko ngayon yung setting niya na public. So, basically, anyone doesn't have to log in. Basically, anyone can add access to this data. Okay? So, try natin dito tayo so let's try adding. So basically anyone here can add. So kunyari ako kunyari name. Sino pa bang hindi ko nagamit na Lord of the Rings? Aragorn, King of Gondor. Tapos kahit anong lang siguro yung number, hindi naman important. Tapos aragorn@gondor.com. Tapos image. Wala akong picture ni Aragorn ngayon, pero may picture ako ng bata. So maano siya and then add. And then pag titingnan mo sa employees, wait, ba't wala si Aragorn? Check natin sa data kung nandun si Aragorn. Ayun, nandito si Aragorn. Pero wala siyang location ba? Kaya ba ganun? Balik natin na hindi na lang natin i-group by location. Hindi natin sila i-group. Ayun. Kaya pala hindi nakita si Aragorn kasi yung add form natin walang location. So nung naka-group by siya, ano ba? Sorry, na-close ko na naman. Yung naka-group by siya, kasi nung group by natin siya by location, since walang location si Aragorn, hindi siya mag-group, pero tanggalin muna natin yung group by kasi example lang naman. So ito na si Aragorn, yung pinakita natin. Pero since, as you can see, wala siyang location kasi nga, hindi natin binilagay sa form natin na may location. Pero pwede naman. So, kunyari add form, lagay tayo ng text entry. Lagay tayo ng text entry. Tapos, may location. Tapos, kunwari, in-add natin kanina. So, by the way, pwede kayong mag-create, add, delete dito. So, pwede. Alam ko pwede. Or dito pala, sorry, sa sheets natin, no? So, kung i-delete natin si Aragorn, doon sa sheet natin kanina, ito, since nandito na si Aragorn, kung i-delete natin si Aragorn dito, pagbalik natin pagbalik natin dito sa tapos i-refresh natin, mawawala din si Aragorn, right? So, kunwari, ulitin natin kunwari na naman ngayon si Meriadoc Brandibak. Sorry guys, Lord of the Rings fan ako. Kunyari title, habit, phone number, ganon. Tapos email, mary@share.com. Wait lang, bakit wala yung yung location? So location, ayun. Ayun, nilagay natin, no? Hindi natin ni-refresh, kaya ganun. So, may location na dapat. So, kunwari, si Legolas Greenleaf. Yes. So, number, ganon. Tapos, legolas@greenleaf.com. Tapos, wala akong picture din ni Legolas, so gamitin na lang natin yung picture kanina. Tapos, location. This is where it gets tricky, no? Kasi yung location, kailangan may relation doon sa location table natin. So, kung gusto nyo na iset na yung location, may drop down ba? Wala, no? File picker event. Kasi dapat yung location niya, kung iisipin, dapat merong use choices. Ayun, choice. Yung pala, hindi pala drop down yung pangalan. So, yung source natin is locations. Yun. Tanggalin natin itong isang location. Tapos, ang choice ay name. Pero kasi ito, value name. Another component is already writing to this column. Pero kasi ito, employee, trim, value, so name. So, dapat location ng name. Pero, ang column, okay, gets. Hindi pala ito yung mali. Ito ang mali. Ang data niya ay dapat location. So, backtrack tayo, no? Ang source ng choices, which is yung drop down natin, is locations. So, ang sheet natin is location. Ang value natin ay yung name ng location. So, kung titingnan mo dito, yung location, yung name ng location. And balik tayo dito, display as name na lang. Tapos yung, sorry, nalito ako. Pero yung data, so yung source ito, yung data is anong column sa loob ng employees table ilalagay yung location. Gets ba? So, isi-save siya sa location. And segmented chips, okay na to, drop down. Tapos, isa lang. So, ano na naman tayo, refresh na naman tayo. So, add na naman tayo. So, kung titingnan mo, yung locations ngayon ay merong drop down nung existing natin na locations. Alcott Road, Smithville Avenue, the corner office. Di ba yun yung tatlo natin? And I would suggest na when you make your app, ganito, na hindi nila i-manually enter yung location. So, Peregrine took, for example, habit, number, ano kayong email? pipin@shell.com. Tapos, picture. Tapos, yung location, kunwari Smithville Avenue, no? So, i-add natin siya. So, ngayon, pag hanapin natin si Peregrine Took, naka Smithville Avenue siya, and pag pindutin mo siya, pupunta ka sa Smithville Avenue, and makikita mo rin na nandoon si Peregrine Took. Right? Now, how about edit? Okay? How about edit? Kasi, ideally, paano kung nagpalit yung info? Right? Paano kung kunwari lang, balik tayo kay, gusto ko si Peregrine Took ang palitan natin. Paano kung gusto kunyari may employee tapos lumipat ng location, or paano kung gusto mo nagpalit siya ng number or ng email, kunwari punta ka lang sa detail screen ni Peregrine Took, and then punta ka sa edit form, tapos parang add form din kanina, allow users to edit. So itong set conditions for when editing is allowed, kung gusto mo mag-set ng conditions na dapat ba naka-login siya, dapat ba wala pa lang user roles, ang free, no? So kunwari dapat pwede kang mag-set ng conditions, pero pwede rin hindi. Tanggalin na lang natin yan. As you can see, pag wala yan, wala yung edit icon. Tapos pag pindutin mo yung edit icon, pipindutin mo, pwede ka na mag-edit. And you can edit certain things. Bakit wala yung location? Kasi hindi natin nilagay. Pwede mong kunyari dagdagan yung choices dito. So same as kanina, sheet, employee's name, and masisave siya sa location. So nandyan din. Tapos kung gusto mo rin ma-change yung picture, image picker din. Or pwede rin siguro image. Check natin kung ano yung laman ng image. Kung edit ng image, hindi nga siya mag-edit. So tama yung image picker. So image picker para mag-upload ng picture. So ganun din. Basically, refresh ko lang para makita nyo. Pag gusto nung user mag-edit, i-allow nyo lang yung edit. I-allow mo lang yung edit form. Tapos, now, you can edit pretty much anyone. So, kunwari si Peregrine to, i-edit natin Balik natin kay Aragorn. So, Aragorn, King of Gondor. King of Gondor. Tapos, kunwari, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. kinggondor.com. Tapos, ano ba iba kong picture dito? Kunwari, ito. Yan. Tapos, kunwari, nasa the corner office na siya. So, ayun. So, na-upload na, tapos done. So, kung titingnan mo na ngayon si Aragorn, yung picture niya is, yung picture niya iba na, yung pangalan, yung title, yung email, yung phone number, yung location. Okay guys, I'm so sorry, no? 8:50 na pala. Hindi ko napansin na ang haba na pala natin. Okay, so na-send ko na ba yung link sa inyo for trying out the app. So if you want to play around with the app that we made tonight, I'll send you this link. Tapos para you can play around and then study what we did. And so before we end, last minute question siguro na does anyone have last minute questions? Sige, hi, possible din yan for educational app. May progress bar. Okay, according to Ray meron. I haven't checked. Can you send the recording? Yes, it will be uploaded to the Nocode PH YouTube channel. Confirm ko lang if possible we can team up with, yes, you can team up with as many friends as you like, pero yung subscription is, yung price is isa lang. Isa lang yung mananalo. So isa lang yung subscription. So any other last minute questions before I turn you over back to Han? Okay, my consolation prize, punta kayo sa demo day para malaman how to edit the app that we made right now. I'll make it be able na, hindi ko alam kung pwede bang clonable. I'll try to make it, ayan, so pwedeng copy, ayan. So yan, you can copy the template if you want based on the link that I gave you. And yung spreadsheets, unfortunately, no. But if you attend the coaching calls, I'll help you come up with spreadsheets. Okay, so meron naman tayong coaching calls every day to help you make the app. Okay, everyone, thank you so much for joining. I hope you learned something. I hope na empower kayo na anyone, even without a technical background, can learn Glide, can do no-code. And I hope this, kasi a lot of you said no, I hope this is the start of your no-code journey. And I hope na this will inspire you to create more apps and start doing things using no-code. Okay, thank you.
Sige. So, Crystal, thank you so much. That was a very, very helpful. Pati ako, I've only started exploring Glide. So, very, very useful. And imagine if you can do that much in mga 1.5 hours. Imagine if we spent a week, what you can build sa different use cases na projects nyo. And so, for the 2 recipients of the No-Code PH t-shirts is si Ray and si Jean. So I already collected their information for shipping. So join din kayo sa demo day kasi we are also giving away more No-Code PH t-shirts sa mga games. And then there will be other prizes for those attending and those participating. So we wish you the best of luck and wisdom and time for ano for your glide projects. Crystal, there's a question. What is the deadline? When is the deadline for submissions ba?
Clarence, the deadline is this Friday, December 17. So you have 1 week to create your apps. December 17, but from December 11 to 16, my everyday coaching calls. So I will help you make your apps. Same time, 7 p.m. every day. We'll meet on Zoom and you can ask me any question that you want and I'll help you make your app. Link ng Facebook group. Sige, I'll send it.
I sent it na.
Ayan, okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And sign up din kayo sa actual page sa actual group so you can join the community. And we also have talks every month, every first Saturday, diba? We talk about Nocode. Sige, thank you, Hannah, for joining us from Cebu. And good luck on your glide project. So, yeah, we just want to say really thank you for everyone for making the time, taking the time. And we are here. Crystal will be available for coaching and we will see you on demo day.
Yeah, so thank you everyone. If you have any other questions, you can, I'll give my email then for everyone who isn't part of the challenge. But for the challenge participants, you can join the everyday coaching call starting tomorrow until Thursday, 7 p.m. Every day, you can ask me any questions and I will help you do your glide app. But that's optional. So as long as you submit your app by 17th, 7 p.m. And yeah, so thank you everyone for coming. I really hope that you learned something tonight.
Yes, and we will be uploading this video on YouTube. So we'll send an email na lang din when it's uploaded. Okay, so thank you everyone. And good
Thank
evening.
you everyone. Bye-bye.
Bye. Thank you.